Hej, ludziska, z tej strony Metalowera, to jest kolejny odcinek ze Stories The Path of Destinies. Jeszcze raz przepraszam za poprzedni odcinek, gdyż, no, mojego głosu tam nie było, ponieważ mi kot wtyczkę wyciągnął z tego, z gniazdka na mikrofon. Ale to nic. Widziałem, że nawet sporo wyświetleń to miało, więc ja jestem zadowolony ogólnie. Znaczy sporo, tam 4 wyświetlenia to niby nie jest dużo, ale dla mnie to jednak jest. Nieważne. To co, zabijamy ją, nie? Co się będziemy?
Her eyes widened even more. And then the light went out of them. Renato felt amazing. Power was rushing into him like water from a burst dam. Such brilliance. Exalted the Iblis stone. Tasty.
Ja pierdolę.
Renato returned to the Farfarer and set a course for the Nexus. The Empire had a communication outpost there. He could call the Emperor directly. It was time to seize the outpost and let the Emperor know what he had done.
Okropne są te czasy ładowania w tej grze, to jest masakra jakaś. Zdążyłem sobie iść kawę zalać.
Beautiful. He never realized how beautiful. Everything glowed. The wind was so sweet. The sun so soft. The stones so warm. The black raven feathers. Black feathers. Suddenly, his eyes are filled with them. He's falling through smoke under a dead sun. A voice calls him home. Is this a vision? Whose? Is it the time of the lost gods? Or the future? No matter. What mattered now was killing his way to the Imperial outpost and challenging the Emperor from there.
Jebany jest, nie? Taka rządza mocy to jest, kurde, przekleństwo. A co, Reynardo już ma przegniłe skarpetki, czy co? Tego biegania? Na to wychodzi. Bang, 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 bang. Jak trochę was tu jest. Ja tego miałem unikać. Aaaa! Kurwa mać.
Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you need in a sword?
Te teksty czasami są naprawdę świetne. Tak jak ostatnio mnie rozwalił ten tekst, że znalazł w skrzynce drewniane nie posągi, tylko figurki tych lisic, które są bez ubrań.
He was sort of yanking a chain, wasn't he?
No oczywiście.
Up ahead was Lapino.
O!
What's he doing here? Bernardo! Hey, buddy! Hey there, old buddy! Please don't kill me! Why would I kill you? Asked Bernardo, although he had been thinking about it. Well, you've become... no, I mean, no disrespect at all here. Kind of evil?
A skąd ty to wiesz?
Maybe you should, I don't know, go to the mountains to have a think? See if maybe you're sure the stone is not all that healthy a thing to keep? I suppose you wanted, Renato said, and poked Lapino in the chest for emphasis. Oh, had he just killed Lapino? Damn it.
Przez przypadek, tak? Giksa.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
Poważnie mi się to tyle zmieściło? Ciężko mi w to uwierzyć. Chyba, że będą wisieć. A ulepszeń żadnych nie mam, a tam się nie dostanę znowu, kurde. Nie wiem jak. Prawdopodobnie tymi drzwioma... O! To przeciwnik. Explosive Ravens. A, to jest... one są łatwe do skontrolowania. Bang. Można ich właśnie fajnie użyć jako... Kurde! Zginę zaraz. Chodź tu. Chodź tu. Level up.
Renato rampaged through the Imperial outpost like a water buffalo rampaging.
Okej.
At that moment, he remembered not to kill the Farspeaker Toad. After all, he wanted a word with the Emperor. But there was only silence. The Emperor was scared, like little girl. Well, he would gather the rebel army and slaughter the Imperial fleet. Yes! Applauded the Iblistone. Tremendous.
Tremendous? Co to znaczy?
Then the Emperor would have to answer his Farspeaker, wouldn't he? Who are you? Asked a distant voice that sounded uncomfortably like Zenobia. What have you become? The mountains. Go to the mountains, urged another that sounded a bit like Lapino.
No, masakra. Idziemy napierdalać.
Renato called the rebel council to let them know to gather their forces. Then he killed the Farspeaker Toad. Why? Oh, because to make sure his sword was sharp. Oh no, that's awful. So no one else could use it. Yes, that's it. Then he set off
No na pewno.
and a secret rebel base.
Na pewno.
The ruins were crawling with ravens. Probably looking for the secret base, Renato thought. But then he realized they're probably looking for me. They must be very scared of me. Well, here I am. You are the honest warrior ever,
No oczywiście.
whispered the Iblistone. And he had to agree with it. For once. Who was as good as Renato? Sometimes Renato really hated inanimate objects.
Tak, bo jebać takie przedmioty. Nienawidzimy ich. Trzeba je wszystkie niszczyć. Niszczyć. A dobra, co ja bym chciał? To bym musiał zacząć ulepszać, ponieważ ja chcę to jak najszybciej.
Cool. Wish I could do that.
Wszyscy by chcieli. Ej, no zniszcz. No zniszcz! Musiałem się po tym przejechać poważnie. A tam energia była, no dobra. Bang, bang, bang. Skrzynka! Ile tam? 70 orów chyba teraz potrzebuję, nie? Na tego. Tak, 70. Jeszcze Wind Essence 6 razy. 6 sztuk. Za szybko i tak nie będę miał tego i tak. Nie wiem, która strona jest dobra, więc... To jest skrzynka, więc pójdę tutaj. Ale to też jest napierdalanka. Ła. No przecież klikałem tą kontrę. Dawaj to. Dawaj to. Jep.
Urged the stone. Let me make you emperor. to think of it, Renato thought as he put down another raven, why shouldn't I be emperor? How did anybody get to be emperor anyway? By making war. Oh, I mean, not counting the transcendent emperor, obviously, who had banished the lost gods and started time. Yes, he should be emperor. He would make
Oczywiście.
a great emperor.
No, oczywiście.
Stone?
Typy. Widzę, że Kamil nas bardzo polubił. Ała.
Anyone ever tell you you have a lovely eye? No?
Kamil nas bardzo polubił. Nie wiem, czy to dobrze. A, kurwa mać. You have died. Nie. Bang, bang. Bang. Jep, jep. Ej, nie można było tak od razu.
Huh? A lever? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs.
No. Można i tak. A mnie zastanawia tylko, skąd Reynardo wie, gdzie jest ten outpost, a czy nie outpost, tylko sekretna baza rebeliantów, skoro nikt mu nigdy nie powiedział. Chyba. Kurde, ja go chciałem złapać. Bang, bang, oddaj tarczę, jeb, 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 jebut. Dziękuję.
If only he had some way to break the ice. Or convince it he was a friend.
A pierwsze lodowe drzwi otwieramy, co? A, to ten mało ważny, ale ten or na przykład. O, fajno. Kryształ na atak speeda w ogóle dostaliśmy. A jest tu gdzieś? Nie mogę się cofnąć. No, trudno. No i mamy sekretną bazę.
Renato strode into the council. Let's do this thing. Let's make me emperor. They looked confused and nervous. Ah, had he mentioned the emperor thing? Yeah, he meant to bring that up later. I mean, let's go win this rebellion. He waved his sword around encouragingly. They ran. Cowards. He'd stop them. He cut down a few to inspire the others. But soon, there was no one to cut down. Well then, he'd have to attack the fleet alone.
Kurwa, nie ma to jak wyrżnąć wszystkich rebeliantów.
He said, unless it was the stone that said it. Traitors. Traitors, all of them. They'd run rather than following him, rather than cheering him. What should he do to the cowards? Anything he wanted to. After all, he was a true hero, the best warrior there ever was. No one could stop him now.
No.
But first, finish him.
Finish him.
The Emperor, that is.
Fatality.
Where was
No
the
tam-
rebel fleet? They weren't even trying an assault. They were going to miss a day in history. The downfall of this dynasty, and a new one to take its place. He didn't have to kill all the ravens. He could enslave them. And enslave the toads too. All the animals would worship him as a god. For he had once been a god. They would willingly give him their blood and their souls. And the world would change. Would become familiar again.
Szkoda, że ten chapter 5, on jest cały czas taki sam.
Heavily guarded. It must go someplace they really didn't want it to go.
Szkoda, że ten 5. chapter jest zawsze taki sam. No bo niektóre chaptery to mają inne lokacje, no. A tutaj czasami tylko jedynie co się trochę ścieżka zmienia. Ja przez chwilę myślałem, że ten... Już się gra zjebała.
Want their things broken? They really ought to make them stronger.
Lećmy. Swoją drogą zajebiście wygląda ten chapter 5. Jak czy siak. Te statki tutaj wszędzie tak latają, to... Ło! Kocie, śmierdzisz KitKatem. Spyska ci jedzie, odejdź.
Renato wondered if it wasn't cheaper to build bridges and stairs.
To nie wiem, o co chodzi z tym. Jak potem chodzimy, to się uaktywnia, ale nic się innego po prostu nie dzieje. Nie rozumiem tego trochę. Bang, 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 bang. Jebot. Level up. Zajebiście. Jeszcze 2 potrzebujemy.
Renato was glowing with
W sumie
dark
3.
power. Already the sun had dimmed. He could do anything, he realized. He could wrap the island safely in smoke again. He was beyond a hero. He was going to become a god again. How odd, he
Jak
thought,
again.
that the Iblistone had nothing to say about any of this. Well, no matter. Once he killed this petty toad
Hey.
emperor,
Oh.
he would bring back the Black Sun.
Czemu? Leonardo. Nie, musicie sami przyznać, ta ścieżka już jest taka kolorowa, nie? O, pff, ja to ogarnąłem, nie wierzę.
Wow! That hurt!
O! Dobre. Tak to ma wyglądać. Ale w sumie widzicie, tu już jest troszeczkę inaczej. O, i tutaj był przedtem koniec, a teraz idziemy
Renato
dalej.
wondered if his future self had commissioned these poles.
Idziemy dalej, nie? O, lodowy. Ale nie, to jest enchanter. On buffuje, faktycznie. I leczy. Trzeba szybko eliminować. Gin. Gin. Jeee, pięknie. Jedynie szkoda, że w tej grze nie ma żadnych walk z bossami. To tak... Końcowe walki właśnie wyglądają w ten sposób, że jest dużo przeciwników i nic więcej. Ewentualnie jakiś nowy przeciwnik się pojawia.
He found the Emperor and
A
the
szkoda.
council huddling by his ship, plotting. They saw him and cowered before him. Back to hell, fiend! Croaked the Emperor desperately.
In the name of the transcendent Emperor,
croaked the speaker. They held some arcane items he didn't recognize. He simply flexed his will and sucked their souls out of their bodies. And Iblis exulted. It is finished. And the void that had been a mere stone on a sword expanded. It stretched and ripped like a vast womb. And a gaze, black and pitiless as the sun, passed through the void into the land. And so time ended. Renato stared at the book. He was still alive. Again. And still only flying away from burning Ubar. Had he lived that adventure? Or only dreamt it? Had he really died? It felt so real, not like a dream at all. And he'd lost again. Oh, he hated that. But he had made different choices. And he'd lost in a different way. It was the book, wasn't it? Oracles showed you your destiny. But this was showing him different ways he could die miserably. Thanks a bunch, book, he thought. But these were destinies that he did not have to fulfill. But he'd learned another true thing. The Iblis Stone was evil. It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
A no właśnie. No i to jest właśnie ten... Ja uwielbiam ten moment w tej grze, kiedy właśnie dochodzimy do końca i dowiadujemy się nowych rzeczy. Zajebista sprawa. Chuj mi się to podoba. Okej, dobra. A nie, jeszcze chwilę. Idziemy dalej, continue.
That meant there must be a destiny where he survived and won, right? Otherwise, what was the point? And with that, the book's pages fluttered back once more to the beginning, and the clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose.
Tego nie będę znowu tłumaczył, bo to nie ma sensu
Rebellion
największego.
was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there.
A patrzcie, w ogóle tutaj ikonka się zmieniła.
It was a dangerous artifact.
Te ścieżki.
It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
No, to tym razem polecimy ścieżką Sky Reapera, ale to już w następnym odcinku. Tak więc dzięki za oglądanie, mam nadzieję, że wam się podobało i do zobaczenia w przyszłych odcinkach. Bye bye.